Hello there. I've come across a poem that I'd like to read to you and possibly talk about in a few minutes, but I'll read the poem first. It's in the volume of poetry I told you about, the country poems, but they're poems that deal with the seasons as well and have pictures in them. That's the picture with this poem. Right, and it's called Winter Evening. It's by William, I never know whether to say Cowper or Cooper. I'm sorry, I hear about him. I mean, I know that he was a famous poet in sort of perhaps the Victorian times, and I've come across him a lot before. But only individually. I haven't actually heard him talked about by any lecturers or, anybody actually. I think he was famous and then he went out of fashion. So I really don't know whether he's called Cowper or Cooper. I suspect he's called Cooper, even though it's spelt Cowper, but I don't know where that suspicion comes from. Okay, right. It's an excerpt from the Task, which I haven't heard of and that I know nothing about whatsoever. But it's a very beautiful excerpt and is probably well worth considering in its own right. Okay, so I'll try. Now stir the fire and close the shutters fast. Let fall the curtains, wheel the sofa round, and while the bubbling and loud hissing urn throws up a steamy column, and the cups that cheer but not inebriate wait on each, so let us welcome peaceful evening in. O winter, ruler of the inverted year, I love thee, all unlovely as thou seem'st, and dreaded as thou art. Thou hold'st the sun a prisoner in the yet undawning east, shortening his journey between morn and noon, and hurrying him, impatient of his stay, down to the rosy west. But kindly still, compensating his loss with the added hours of social converse and instructive ease, and gathering at short notice in one group the family dispersed, and fixing thought not less dispersed by daylight and its cares, I crown thee king of intimate delights, fireside enjoyments, home-born happiness, and all the comforts that the lowly roof of undisturbed retirement and the hours of long, uninterrupted evening know. So, to the modern mind, I suppose the first thing we might sort of stick against and start quarrelling with and kind of find a little bit prescriptive, we'll sort of, the fashion would be after the Victorian era and in the modern era to say that, it's telling you to drink a bit but not get inebriated, and, family life and family values and, the family dispersed coming together and, all that idealism that was around, I suppose, in the Victorian times, so we think now. And we may say that it's trying to sort of make everybody grateful for you know, I mean, it talks about the lowly roofer, but it's still trying to make people feel grateful. So we might think, oh no, they shouldn't be grateful. They should be sort of sniping about what they haven't got and up in arms and fighting at the supermarket and all this lot. And, you know, to be quite honest, I mean, although I do see where that argument is coming from as well, you know, I think there is a value to this poem, and there is something nice. You know, I have really enjoyed it in the past, even though I don't have a 4-person family kind of thing, and I don't think it needs to be family. It can be friends as well, just a social get together on a winter night. And I think that is something to be looked forward to, and that he is right that the circumstances outside do bring a kind of narrowing in, and you know, can make it very special inside on an evening, just being with each other and conversing and enjoying each other's company. And you know, I find it something to be longed for, that he advocates those kind of settings in this poem. Like I am thinking about things like get-togethers in village halls, and you know, sort of maybe art art drawing in a school foyer, well, classroom or something, things like that that have happened a lot in the past, that may still be happening, but people aren't celebrating perhaps as much as they should do, and appreciating it, and trying to build more on that. And you know, and enjoying being at home and maybe playing chess or drafts, or you know, having a go at an instrument, you know, or you know, that just having a conversation. And like, it seems to me that like nowadays, you know, the fashion is to kind of settle down to watch telly, or to each be on individual computer tablets or screens, and you know, all the converse can be kind of become more difficult. And you know, those kind of social things, I think are really beautiful, and I do appreciate that about the circumstances, and that opportunity that is given to us in winter. I was going to say something else. I've forgotten what it is now. The dog's just moved on the other sofa, and I've forgotten what it is I was going to say. Oh well, I'll leave it for now. Okay, bye.